So basically, yesterday we discussed about the how the urine is formed. Okay, glomerular filtration. Okay, tubular reabsorption, tubular secretion, everything, and acid-base balance. Now we will discuss other functions of the kidney. What are the other functions? Other functions. These are also very important. Secretion of renin. Okay, secretion of renin and production of erythropoietin and activation of vitamin D. So these are the three very important questions we have to understand. They have important functions. We have to understand that secretion of renin. When blood pressure decreases, the juxtaglomerular in the walls of efferent arterioles secretes the enzyme renin. So basically, renin, what is? It is a hormone which is secreted by, we have the arterioles, efferent arterioles, and the way the blood is returned to the main circulatory system. So there are the cells. Called, what are the cells name? Juxtaglomerula. Juxta means next to the walls of efferent arterioles. So they are the cells. They will absorb the entry of pressure of the blood pressure of the kidney. So basically, because the kidney need that much amount of pressure to filtrate the blood. So if the blood pressure is decreased, so the amount of blood will reach to the kidney is also decreased. So what will happen? If the blood circulation is not proper to the kidney, what will happen? The kidney damage will happen because kidney is not functioning properly. So we need something which absorbs the blood pressure levels to the kidney. So there's the reason they have those cells, G juxtaglomerular cells, JC. Okay, they will secrete renin, the enzyme renin, renin that inhibits the renin angiotensin mechanism to freeze blood pressure. Okay, the end product of the mechanism is angiotensin 2, which causes vasodilation and increase the secretion of aldosterone, both of which help raise blood pressure. So I think here is the diagram. No diagram is there. So basically, you have to understood that basically kidney have afferent arterioles. So what will do? They will check the pressure whenever the pressure is coming. So if the pressure is less than what required, it will release some enzymes, juxtaglomerular cells. It will release some enzyme that is renin. Renin will activate what? This is the enzyme. It will activate renin angiotensin. Renin angiotensin 1. Then the renin angiotensin 1 will activate angiotensin 2. Angiotensin will, and it also activate aldosterone. So with the help of angiotensin 2, with the help of aldosterone, both will do vasoconstriction. Vessels will constrict and the blood pressure increases slightly. So it will, initially it will work, but it is, if the long-term process is happening, if the problem in the heart, so you have to treat the problem. Okay, initially to compensate the blood pressure, it will work. But for long-lasting problems like chronic kidney disease, ischemic heart disease, any valve problems, so you need to treat the heart. Or other problem is there, so you need to try. You need to treat the heart. Okay. A normal blood pressure is essential to normal body function. Perhaps the most serious change is sudden, drastic decrease in blood pressure, such as follows a severe hemorrhage. So decrease, okay, the kidney will decrease filtration in urine output and will initiate the formation of angiotensin 2. In this way, the kidneys help ensure that the heart has enough blood to pump, maintain cardiac output and blood pressure. So here, renin and angiotensin mechanism is given. Decreased blood pressure stimulates the kidney to secrete renin. Okay, this is the first step. Second is a renin will split to the plasma protein angiotensin. Angiotensin, renin will which attached with the angiotensin, which is released by the liver. Okay, angiotensin 1 is released by the liver. So renin will convert the angiotensin 1 into angiotensin 2. convert to angiotensin 2 by an enzyme found in lung tissue and vasoendothelium. Then, and in angiotensin 2 causes vasoconstriction and stimulates the adrenal cortex to secrete aldosterone. Okay, so from renin is there, angiotensin 1 is there from the liver, both combines, it will activate angiotensin 2. Angiotensin 2, what will do? It will vasoconstriction will happen, and alternately, it will activate aldosterone from the adrenal cortex. So both with the help of angiotensin 2, with the help of aldosterone, both will do vasoconstriction. Very, very important. The other functions, very, very important. Another functions, because kidney is also a very important organ in the body. Okay, in the all the body uh, organs. And the another function, Q secretes erythropoietin. Erythropoietin is a stimulator to produce blood cells. So this hormone is secreted whenever the blood oxygen level decreases. Erythropoietin stimulates the red bone marrow to increase the rate of RBC production. With more RBC in circulation, the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood is greater and the hypoxic state may be corrected. So here is the erythropoietin. Okay, erythropoietin is very important. It will stimulate the red bone marrow to produce more RBC. So if the kidney disease is there, so what will happen? Erythropoietin is decreased. So erythropoietin is decreased. So RBC will the production of RBC also decrease because the erythropoietin is non-stimulating red bone marrow. So the production of RBC is also reduced. So first is to maintain blood pressure. Second is to produce blood cells. Okay. Next is third one is very, very important. So next is vitamin D. This vitamin exists in several function forms that are converted to calcitrol D2 by the kidneys. Calcitrol is the most active form of vitamin D, which increases the absorption of calcium and phosphate in the small intestine. So here is also vitamin D is very important. It will convert. So several structures are there, several fat molecules are there. It will convert into calcitrol. Calcitrol. Calcitrol is also a vitamin. Okay, it will convert into the fatty substance into the calcitrol. The calcitrol is the active form of vitamin D. Okay, it is active form. Vitamin D3 to vitamin calcitrol. Calcitrol is responsible for the absorption of calcium and phosphate in the small intestine. So we are eating calcium, we are eating phosphate, but we need calcitrol, we need vitamin D3 for absorption of calcium. So here is here are the important, very, very important, not important, very, very important functions of the kidney other than filtration. That is renin angiotensin, one, renin release secretion of renin enzyme. Second one is uh, erythropoietin, secretion of erythropoietin. Third one is activation of vitamin D. So these are the very, very important. So we need to understand. Okay. Next, we have other organs which are helping for the excretion of urinary system, urine. Okay. So we have ureter, urinary bladder, and urethra. So they are the responsible to eliminate, to release the urine from the organ to the body, from the body. Okay. Ureter. Each ureter extends from the hilus of a kidney to the lower posterior side of the urinary bladder. Like the kidneys, the ureters are retroperitoneal, that is behind the peritoneum of the dorsal abdominal cavity. The smooth muscle in the wall of ureter contracts in peristaltic waves to propel urine towards the urinary bladder. So here we have the, you can see that this is the ureter. Okay, it is connected to the kidney of hilum. Hilum, we already discussed that this is the part. You can see this where the arteries, veins are entering and existing. Here we have the urethra. So all the convoluted tube or distal tube or collecting tubules are gathered here, and the urine is collected from the ureter. So ureter will contract. This is the smooth muscle. So a contraction is there. So contraction will help to send the urine into the bladder. This is the urinary bladder. Okay, urinary bladder. Let's talk about urinary bladder. The urinary bladder is muscular sac. So it is the sac-like substance behind the pubic bone. So we have the pubic bone here. Behind the pubic bone, we have urinary bladder. In women, the bladder is inferior to uterus. So not above the uterus, it is the inferior. So you have the pubic bone, uterus, and in between you have urinary bladder. Okay, in med, it is superior to the prostate gland. The bladder is the reservoir for accumulating urine. So it will collect the urine. It contracts. It will contract whenever the bladder is full. So it will contract and eliminate the urine. So it is transitional epithelium. It is made up of transitional epithelium, which permits expansion without tearing the lining. So what will happen? It have the capability to expand. So whenever the urine is full, the bladder is full from urine, so it have the capacity to expansion. So what we have? We have folds inside the we have fold. These are the okay. So it will have the ability to uh, expansion. Okay, so this is very important. So and in some parts we have other things. We have, this area is trigone. This area is expanded, but this area is not expandable. So if it expands, what will happen? Tear may be happen. It will affect this area. So only this part is expandable. This part is not expandable. So urine flow is easily happen. Okay. So the smooth muscle in the wall of urinary bladder is called detrosal muscle. It is muscle in the form of sphere where it contracts, becomes a smaller sphere in volume dimension. Around the opening of the urethra, the muscle fibers of the detrosal from the internal urethral sphincter, which is involuntary. So here we have the something about we have to understood that in this urinary bladder we have internal sphincter, and this is the internal sphincter. Here we have the this is external. Here you have the external sphincter. So it is involuntary. It is not in our control. So whenever it is bladder full, what will happen? It will allow to flow the urine. But here we have the external sphincter. You can see here. So it is in our control. We can control the urine for minutes to seconds, seconds to minutes. So what will happen? The urethral sphincter will allow to hold the urine. So whenever you will go to the bathroom, it will open with the help of your mind. You order, please open. It will open and you will go to the toilet easily. Urine will flow out of the urinary bladder. So basically, it is advisable to not to hold the urine because it will affect the organ, kidney as well as. Next, we have the urethra. Urethra carrying urine out of the bladder. The external urethral sphincter is made up of surrounding skeletal muscle of the pelvic floor and is under voluntary move control. In women, urethra is 1 to 5 inches long. In the man, urethra is 7 to 8 inches long. The first part just outside the bladder is called the prostatic urethra because it is surrounded by the prostatic gland. The next inch is the membranous urethra around which is external and urethral sphincter. The longest portion of the cavernous urethra, which passes through the cavernous tissue of the penis. The male urethra carries seminal as well as urine. So you can see that this is the urethra. Okay. So in the male, it is longer than women. In the woman, it is 1.5 1 to 1.5 inches, but in the male, it is 7 to 8 inches. So here we have the urethra is there here. So this is the cavernous urethra, means spongy type. It is the cavernous. It is the male urethra part of the male. Okay. So this is the urethra. Urethra. Okay. And above posterior to urethra, we have the In the male, we have the prostatic glands, okay, which make the urine can pass easily, okay, which is release some substance to make to pass the urine. If it is acidic, it will burn you, so it will release some substance. What will happen? You can pass the urine easily. So this is the benefit of prostate gland. Okay, so how the urine is passing, what are the organs are involved, we discussed here. So basically, the what is the characteristic of urine? Okay, how much amount we have uh, to urinate daily. So here 1 to 2 liters are normal output of the urine. Okay, some factors will change us. If you drink less water, so you will get less urine. If you are drinking more water, you will get more urine. So depending upon the fluid intake, fluid loss, this is also dependent. So if you have more urine, that is called polyuria. The term used for more urination, that is used as polyuria. If you have less urine, the term used for oligouria. So polyuria is seen in more diabetic patients, oliguria and diarrhea and other condition of the kidney diseases. Okay. And the color of urine. Color of urine is typical yellow color of urine. Okay. So mild yellow in color, yellowish color is recommendable, not deeper, not watercolor. We need mild yellowish color. So more dark yellow is the it is seen in a condition called uh, concentrated urine. Okay, if you have less amount of water, then you have deeper color of yellow. Okay, what is the gravity? Mostly is 1.0102 to 1.025. Okay, what is the pH of slightly acidic? Because it's 6.0. If you take high protein diet, it will more acidic. If you take less protein diet or vegetables, okay, they have alkaline in nature. So both balance is needed. What is the constitution? What are the things are present in the urine? So mostly 95% are water and other waste products. Okay, like creatinine, okay, nitrogenous waste, everything are present in the urine. So we have the one blood test that is called urinary test. Urinary test, you will see all the things in the urine test, that is how much pH level is, what is the color, what is the uh, uh, nitrogenous waste, sugar levels, everything is checked in the complete urine test. And we have the other blood samples in which we will check the kidney function test, KFT or RFT, renal function test, in which blood urea uh, and uric acid, blood urea, nitrogen, uric acid levels, and we have serum creatinine, sodium, and potassium. These are the uh, tests are involved in the RFT or kidney function test or renal function test. Or you have urine analysis, that is check the urine, is there any bacteria, is there sugar levels are there. Everything is checked in the CUE. So this is all about kidney urinary system. So we discuss all the important things what are required. So you can go through outline whatever the important things are there. Please here mention, you can go through that. Next we have the chapter called fluid electrolyte and acid base balance. Very very important. So it is also discussed.